Hello and welcome back to my workbench. It is time once again to fix something. Today on the workbench we're taking a look at another PS5 Fat Edition. This one is not a no power, it just doesn't cut on properly. I think it will beep when you press the power and eject buttons, but will not, no, you don't get a light. They tried another power supply and that didn't help anything either. So we're going to put this to the test and see if that's what it actually does. Let me give it some voltage. I'm sure the power supply is going to start up. It did. Let's see if we get some beeps. Yes. We quite often get a beep when we press the power button. Okay. It's an odd one. Absolutely no light. I wonder if it's been taken apart and they knocked that ribbon cable loose though. Maybe not. Okay. So that's what we're starting with. It does have some signs of life. There is power there. There's 5 volts there. It's beeping. So the south bridge is at least alive in some way. So let's get the cover off and see what it looks like. And with the side plate off, yes, it has been opened before. I do think I see most of the screws though down in those holes. So I guess let's get it on apart and let's see what it looks like in there. See if we're missing any parts, anything disconnected. Well, I have gone ahead and removed the board and completely out of the chassis because I'd like to get an idea how much current draw this board's drawing. This is a EDM 020, as you can see there. And I think I've got my polarity connected right. I'm going to give it 12 volts at half an amp. Let's see what kind of current draw we get on channel 1. Ooh, up to 40-something milliamps and shuts back down. I think that was the peak I saw was, yeah, 45 milliamps. So that does kind of look like a short, doesn't it? Looks like something trying to come on and then it's a short and everything stops. Okay, let's figure out where it is. I have a suspicion. I'm going to guess around the SSD. Just a suspicion, though. Alrighty, let me get set up for that. Alright then. Yeah, I say the SSD because I've had one recently that looked kind of similar. It ended up being a shorted capacitor around the SSD controller, around the supply for the SSD in general. Let me see if I go to continuity mode. Is our fuse good? F7502. Oops, I scratched the board. It's blown. So it is going to be a shorted around this SSD controller. Or is it? That's ground. The fuse does seem to be open. No, it's not. The fuse is good. Okay, I wasn't making contact earlier. Fuse is good. I thought it was bad. Never mind. We don't seem to have a short there. Do we have a short around the Wi-Fi Bluetooth module? 198 ohms. I think that's ground. No, no short there either. Around the HDMI encoder. Yes, 2.3 ohms on one of these tiny little capacitors on the HDMI encoder. Let me show you where I'm checking. Right down in this corner. I think it's I think that's a 0.9 rail. Yep. The other one, no short. Well, I take that back. Is that shorted? Yeah, that one's shorted also. That one's 0.6 of an ohm. This one's 2 ohms. That kind of makes you think maybe lightning struck that HDMI encoder. Let me look around the Ethernet port, see if we have any blown components there. Yep, we sure do. Look at that. Those resistors are all going to be open. Those are all 75 ohm resistors. And look at the arc that's taking place between those test points there. Actually, we've blown a trace off. We've blown a couple of traces off, haven't we? Sure have. Blew the traces right off the board. Okay. So we got to repair that damage. Probably replace all 4 of those resistors. Replace the HDMI encoder. Did it get our south bridge? It's a possibility. So, okay. We'll fix the damage that we can see for now, and then we'll go from there. right, well, I have replaced the HDMI encoder, which is right there. That's been replaced. It was definitely shorted. I repaired some traces. Let me get this to focus. Replaced these resistors, those four 75 ohm resistors on the Ethernet port, and repaired some open traces. Also had an open trace on the other side of the board down in there between the transformer and the RJ45 connector. So at this point, I think we're ready to see what kind of current draw we're getting. See if it's changed. See if we get our normal 300 milliamps now. All right, I think we're ready. Channel 1, enable. No. No. We still have a problem. I haven't checked the resistance around this south bridge. It's probably my next stop. Something else has gotten popped. Of course, there was quite a bit of damage. Let's see if we can find it. Well, as I was afraid of, it does look like we're going to have a bad south bridge. If I can show you, I am looking at one of these small inductors carrying power into the south bridge right here. And sure enough, 1.8 ohms. So I'll show you exactly where I'm checking on this inductor right here. Yep. So our south bridge is blown. That's not too surprising. So let me get the preheater going, and we'll get that replaced. Well, all right then, our south bridge has been replaced. We're ready to check this. I think the board's cooled off enough. I've got my power supply leads connected. Let's see what we get now in the way of current draw. 300 milliamps, and come back down. All right, that looks normal and healthy. So I think we're ready to slip it back in the chassis and see if she'll turn on and maybe give us a picture. All right, well, I've slipped it back into the chassis. I think we're at a point of testing. I think. Yeah, I think we are. Let's give it some power. Blue light, fan spinning. Will we get a picture? So far, we're still flashing blue. Oh, PlayStation logo. Excellent. Look at there. We have picture. All right, let me get, I need to get an Ethernet cable over. We need to check this Ethernet port. See if it took a pretty good hit. Had to repair some damage, so we need to test that before we put it back together. Let me grab the cable. Okay, I think we're ready to check this. I've got my Ethernet cable. plug it in and see if it will register. No? Okay. Let me see what's going on. Yep, we're working. Wired LAN popped right up. All right. LAN is working. I think we're going to be good. It's got an update to install, which it won't be able to because I don't have the Blu-ray drive in place. So, yeah, you can download it, but we can't install it yet. Okay, let me reassemble this. I think we're ready for a full-on test. Well, this PS5 has been fully reassembled. I've given it a light cleaning. It seems to be checking out so far just fine. I've got a Blu-ray disc, a Blu-ray game installing in it right now. The Blu-ray drive is working fine, so Ethernet's fine, video's fine. I think we're good. Well, I hope you liked that one. Thought it was some interesting, educational, entertaining, any of the above. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in that very next repair. Bye for now.